Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell. I wanted to take a second. Let me turn this down real quick. I want to talk about something a little bit different. Most of the time when I'm talking directly about business or something particular about how to do business or something. And I'll talk about something a little bit different. And ironically, I think a lot of it's got to do with what I started doing about a week ago, going back to reading the books every day, 30 minutes of reading. And to be honest, 30 minutes can make a tremendous change in the way you think, in my opinion. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you what I typed on my timeline here earlier. And this is my little boy right here. This was earlier today. And I'm going to talk about something now. Um, First of all, when I was about 19, 20 years old, I felt like everything was coming together in my life. You know what I'm saying? Time I was 17, I was actually assistant manager for a restaurant. Time I was 19, I was literally the general manager, of a restaurant. Um, and I was starting to make pretty good income. And compared to my friends, most of them in college and stuff like that, shoot, man, I was making pretty real good income, compared to them. And I remember getting my first sports car and things of that nature, getting my own house. My mom passed away about that time frame, to be honest. But I learned to stand on my own feet. And what I felt like was life was good. You know what I'm saying? I love life. I remember sitting there thinking that that's how I felt. I could take a deep breath and I just felt like, I felt like I was moving somewhere. It wasn't the accomplishment necessarily or the car and being on my own and stuff like that. It was the excitement of moving forward. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I don't remember if I remember feeling that way again for a long time. And it got to the point where, year after year, I felt like even though I was making good money in the restaurant business, 60, 65 hours a week, after a while, I felt like I'd already built up, I'd done enough work to be where I was supposed to be at. And there was no end still in sight. You know what I'm saying? When does this end? I've got a friend who manages a Burger King not far from me, and she's been in it longer than I have. And I look at her and I almost want to tell you, you need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I know I was there. I know exactly how you feel. You've been in it longer than I have. 26 years of playing with food, y'all, with no end even remotely close in sight. And a lot of people, and the whole time I was there, I made $15,000 in the bank. That's the most money I ever had after all that time to show for it. $15,000. I mean, really think about that. If I got hurt or something bad off, how much would that cover? You know what I'm saying? Out of all those years, 26 years, that's all I've got to show for it. And I'm not really the type to go splurge. I'm not the type to go, my house payment's barely anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is for the first time in a long, long time, I started to feel like I love life again. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like because I think a lot of it's come from being free for a long enough period of time, spending every day with my little boy, watching him grow up, even now, watching him go to school. I sit here, I take pictures of him. He's going into fourth grade, and maybe, this is today when I picked him up, y'all. He's just as happy as he can be. Let me see if I can show a picture now. Here's his first day of school yesterday. Of course, I'm the only parent there taking pictures in the classroom like that. But, he's happy. I'm happy. We've had a great summer. You know what I'm saying? He went the whole summer without putting shoes on. Neither did I. You know what I'm saying? We wore sandals every day. I was there every day. And there's no reason that I shouldn't love life. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciating the things that are basic things. And when, and I really think about y'all, those 65 hours a week I was working and no end in sight, y'all. It's not fair that society makes you think that that's the answer when, in all honesty, all you got to do is change the way you think. It's 6 inches, y'all, between your ears. That's what needs to change. And what you have to look at, y'all, let me get up here. I'll start talking about some of the things I said here. Thinking more about it, I remember an old Amway tape of a guy, and I don't even remember his name, to be honest, but I remember him talking and saying it, I love life. He kept saying it on the tape over and over again. I'm 18 years old, and I love life. And, to me, I understood what he was trying to say. It wasn't that he was loving life at the moment as much as it was where his life was moving forward. He was excited, and all he could do was tell somebody about how he felt about it. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine being 18 years old and thinking that way and feeling that way? You know, and to me, I feel like I didn't even think about it. I hadn't thought about it in decades. That that tape I heard on Amway, but lately it's that same feeling I've got inside of me. It's building up. That's the same way. My house, I had it for 17 years. It's a beautiful house, got awesome potential. It needs stuff to be done to it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And although I could have done a lot of things, these projects myself, it would have took up my time for what could have been focusing on online business every day because my business wasn't where it needed to be at. So I let my house go on certain things that need to be done. Front porch needs to be replaced. A couple of $1,000, probably $3,000 job. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've never had a driveway. This week, I've already talked to the guy. Coming in before the weekend, I'll have a new half drive in the front with the it's the pea rocks. What do you call it? Pea pebbles. The river rocks. The tan colored ones. It's really really pretty, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm gonna have to drive it all my walkways from every walkway to the next. I'm giving him $300 extra just to take his time and make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? I told the guy exactly what I wanted. He's gonna get out there. He's gonna start on it. That's a dream of mine. You know what I'm saying? That's the things I couldn't have done working in the restaurants. And this is things that's happening right now in my life. So of course I'm happy with that also. But y'all, let me show you something. This right here, when I was a kid, all we did, I didn't care about computers, didn't care about things like that. You know what I'm saying? We had each other. That's what we had. We were told to go outside and stay outside until Mama called for you to come eat supper. And you could hear her holler from the back door. I remember my mom doing it just as plain as anything. And between my house and the next four houses, there was 10 kids that all were boys, 10 boys, and we had each other. That was our entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Even the one that you didn't really like that much. We were glad he was there. You know what I'm saying? He was older than us or a little bullyish at that time, or something. But man, I'm telling you, he was there. We played basketball together. We played in the ditches together behind people's houses, riding bicycles in the house, in the ditches and through the yards. I remember us playing golf where we literally would take tobacco sticks and make our own golf clubs for everybody. Had a golf club. We had our own golf balls, and we'd play through the neighbors' yards. We'd wave at them and keep on going. You know what I'm saying? That's the childhood I had. We owned that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Well, for Adam, I wish he could have some of that, but this is a different time. And for him, his dream isn't about having these days necessarily playing with. He's got the kids. He's in the yard. We got swimming pool, trampoline. All the neighbors' kids come over here all the time. We got a big arcade in our house, a real arcade with big arcade games in. So they're here all the time. You might even hear them in the videos sometimes. I'm not going to keep them from playing games and stuff. That's fine. They come and go however they want to in my house as well. They love it here. But my little boy, his dream was to have a laptop that he could play Minecraft on with the headphones on, talk to his buddies, and even record it if he wants to, and maybe put on on YouTube or something like that. Maybe one day. I haven't done anything like that yet with him, but that's his dream. You know what I'm saying? He wants to do that, and it's been like that for years. So today I went and bought him a laptop that would do that. You know what I'm saying? And this is him right here. As a matter of fact, let me show you this. This was earlier today, before he even knew he was getting anything. You know what I'm saying? This is him acting silly, climbing on the pole that's over there. I took some pictures of him. He's a happy kid. He's very happy. He's happy. He didn't need the laptop today to make him happy. And let me show you this. This right here is the moment he saw it, right? And it means a lot to me. It means a lot to him. But this is like 10, 15 minutes later. He's still excited about it. You know what I'm saying? That was his dream to do this. And it's not Christmas. It's nothing like that. And of course, it's not really even that big of a thing if you really think about it. But what does it mean to him? So that's why I gave it to him. That's why I wanted him to have a laptop that's going to be able to do something like that. But y'all, to be honest, it may not be fair that society makes it to where everybody thinks you're supposed to go work 60 hours a week to make it work. You and your wife are supposed, or the wife and husband, whatever, whoever you are, supposed to both be out there working, babysitters in your house, things like that. And I had to go through all that, y'all. And it's a shame that just finding a business you believe in and putting the work in, and it's not the same work. This is not being on your feet 13 hours a day in a restaurant. It's not even work. It's committing to something and getting out to people, helping people and showing them what you've learned and what you're thinking and what's working for you. And that's it. That's really it. And it's amazing that just doing that can change your life. And look, y'all, everything that you need to learn is 6 inches between your ears. It's between your ears right here, y'all. That's it. You got to learn to think the right way before you can make changes. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard someone say it before that some of y'all are struggling, with things to get right. I think God is going to test you to see if you're going to quit. To be honest, I think there's things that people have got to get right with themselves, and I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm definitely nowhere like that. There's things that you got to get right before God allow you to really lead other people. That's something else to think about too. But I will tell you this: being consistent, getting out to the people, not quitting, learning to make things work for you, that has got everything to do with it. And when I've got my Facebook group showing people exactly what I do, that's my way. That's the way I made it work. Action Taker Success Group. Let me show you that real quick in case you hadn't seen it before. I hope it pops up pretty quick. There you go. Action Taker Success Group. If you go right here at the very top, the pin posts itself. The pin posts itself right here at the very top. You scroll down. A lot of these videos, y'all, and I'm giving you a challenge, to either do Facebook or YouTube. And to be honest, this is universal training. If you're in the business with me with Traffic Hurricane, great. Access Elite, great. Both, great. Absolutely. But what I'm teaching you will work for anything. To me, the big picture is seeing you get free from a job. Seeing you do a post like that. You know what I'm saying? And let me show you something else too. That's my dad. My dad saw that earlier too. This is my business account. I made just for Facebook, but I do post things like this that do mean a lot to me up there at times. Little boy's birthday, Christmas, things like that. I'm gonna post up here also. But I added my dad recently because of the fact that I spent so much time here, and it's good that he gets to see what I think about. I would love to see my son doing a post on Facebook talking about how happy he is, how he loves life. You know what I'm saying? 43 years old, free from a job, get to spend every day with my little boy. I don't think anything can get better. I don't need a Ferrari. I don't need anything like that. What I want is freedom with my little boy. That's what I want more than anything. How do I get that? By helping people who are in my business, by helping people that I know that haven't reached it yet in their business necessarily. If I see somebody, y'all, that I know personally, I don't say anybody particular over here, but whoever it may be, and I see them broke down beside the road in their business, and we're all heading down the same path, I'm gonna try to help them. Whatever I do, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get paid for it. It's bigger than that. You understand what I'm saying? Anyhow, y'all, don't want to keep this video going on and on and on, but I'm very happy. I do think that probably reading the right kind of books. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, Shad Helmstetter. This has been an awesome book. It has been discolored. You just can't even imagine how it looks like right now. My dad read it first. He underlined a good deal of this book. I'll have this book for as many years as, I don't know, I might even die holding this book and still having it if I had to guess, because it means a lot to me. Not just because my dad read it first, but I underlined it, he underlined it. He got so much out of it. So anyhow, y'all, if you're still looking online business, if you ain't found something you're looking for, if you like me to help you or work with you in business, then click the link down below. My phone number's down there, y'all. I do Access Elite, do Traffic Hurricane. I'm loving both. They're both brand new, haven't been around long. And if you need anything, y'all just let me know. Appreciate it.